In this video, we will learn how to construct an ellipse by using concentric circles method. So, for constructing an ellipse using concentric circles method, we required major and minor axes. We required major and minor axes. You are already aware of it. If it is an ellipse, the largest auxiliary axis is called major axis. The least auxiliary axis is called minor axis. If these two values are given, how to construct an ellipse by using concentric circles method. So in this particular procedure, I am not taking any numericals. Simply I will explain with the help of major axis and minor axis words only. For example, the center I am assumed as O. AB is the major axis, CD is the minor axis. Then how we have to construct the ellipse, we will check it out. So now first step in it is, so here I am using different intensities of the lines. With that you can able to know which all are the construction lines, which all are the reference lines, and what all are the actual object information. So for that, first of all, we have to draw two lines which all are perpendicular to each other. We have to draw two lines which all are perpendicular to each other. Which all are perpendicular to each other. Assume the intersection point as O. Assume the intersection point as O. And take half of the radius of major axis. Major axis length is AB. Take half of it as half of the AB. Take half of the length of major axis as radius. Half of the length of major axis as radius. O as center. Draw the arcs on both the sides. Draw the arcs on both the sides. So take major axis as center, draw the arcs on both the sides. So this is one arc, and here it is going to be another arc. So assume them as A comma B. Assume them as A and B. Now take half of the length of minor axis as radius. Half of the length of minor axis as a radius. So minor axis is CD. Take half of the length of minor axis as a radius. O as center. O as center. Draw the arc on the vertical line. Draw the arc on vertical line on both the sides. Now after getting A, B, C, D, extend this line to the maximum extent it is required. Now after getting A, B, C, D, how we got this A, B, C, D? So with half of the length of major axis as radius, O as center, if you draw the arcs on both the sides, we will get the major axis. If half of the length of minor axis as radius, O as center, draw the arcs, we will get CD. So after getting A, B, C, D, With O as center, construct the major circle and minor circle. Construct the major circle and minor circle. How it is? O as center, O as center, minor half of the minor axis as radius, means OC as radius. Construct the circle. Construct the circle. So half of the minor axis as radius, means that is OC as radius. Construct the circle. So we are going to get the circle like this. This is minor circle. Now next one is construct the major circle. What is major circle? Take half of the major axis as radius, half of the major axis as radius, that is OA or OB as radius, O as center. Construct the circle. Construct the circle. This is the major circle. This is the major circle. After constructing the major and minor circles, divide the either major circle or minor circle into number of parts. But in most of the books they mention divide them into equal number of parts, that to 12. So it is not compulsory to be 12. It is not compulsory to be 12. Even if it is less also, we can able to get the shape. But whatever it was given there, for good appearance, they make the major circle and minor circle both into 12 equal parts. So I am also considering 12 parts here. If anybody they are going to ask conceptually, is it compulsory that we have to divide it into 12 parts? Simply say not necessary. For our construction procedure, for getting knee diagram, we are choosing that. Now, and for good clarity, I am reducing this size. The smaller circle side I am reducing. Okay. So this point is C. This is D. So arcs are going to be here and here. So for knee diagram, I am changing these positions. That's all. Now, after drawing the major and minor circles, just now I said we are going to divide it into 12 equal parts. How to divide a circle into 12 equal parts? That is, I am going to make it for the larger circle. All of you carefully observe. So take A as center, means major circle, any one circle. This is valid for both major as well as minor circle. So take one diameter endpoint as center. Draw the arcs on both the sides. Draw the arcs on both the sides of a circle. Take the another diameter endpoint as center. Take the another endpoint as center. Another endpoint as center. Draw the arc on both the sides of the circle. On both the sides of the circle, we have to draw the arc. Now, take perpendicular diameter. So for AB, the perpendicular diameter is here, and put this particular point as center. Draw the arcs on both the sides of the circle. This is one, and it is going to be the other. Now, how to get the 12 equal parts? Sir, what about another diameter endpoint? This point, why you are not considering? Why you are not considering this? Without this also, we can able to get even bottom arcs. If you won't make it also, Even though if you won't make bottom arcs, then also we'll get only one side on this particular quarter circle, two parts, and this quarter circle, two parts are there. You can able to divide it. But anyhow, I drawn these two also. If you want to take this particular point as center, same radius, if you draw the arcs also, it is correct. Now how to get the 12 equal parts? Join the point on the circle with the center and extend it. This is one. This is the another. Now wherever they intersect the circle, give the names. Give the names of them. Give the names of them as 1, 2, 3, 4 on the outer circle, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash on the inner circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9, 10, 11. It will become 12. Similarly, inner circle we have to give the numbers as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, 12 dash. Now, next step is on the major circle points. What are the points on the major circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the major circle points, draw the parallel line to the minor axis. Carefully observe. At the major circle points, at 1, 2, 3, 4, all these points, at the major circle points, draw the parallel line to the minor axis, means vertical. So simply what you have to remember, at outer circle, we have to draw vertical lines. We have to draw vertical lines. In which sides are? Both the sides of the line or only one side? Very simple. It should be in between. In between means it should be inside the larger circle and outside the smaller circle. The lines should restrict its position in this zone only. In this zone only. So for getting here, what I have to do? At 1 we have to draw below. At 2 also we have to draw at the bottom side. At 2 bottom. So similarly, if you consider point 8, I have to draw vertical, but it should be upward. Is it clear? I hope you know how to draw the lines at the outer circle points. Sir, what about the points at the inner circle? So we have to draw the parallel lines to the major axis, because the points which are on the minor circle, what they are? 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, all these points. So on the minor circle points, at the minor circle points, at 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and so on, draw the parallel line to the major axis. What is that? Major axis. What is major axis? AB. How it is? Horizontal. Very simple. At 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and so on, we have to draw parallel to the major axis, that is AB, means horizontal. Very simple. At 1 dash, I will draw horizontal line. Wherever these two will meet, this is the point on the ellipse. This is the point on the ellipse. Similarly, we will make it further remaining. At 2 dash, we will draw one horizontal. It is going to meet C. Similarly, at 3 vertical and horizontal, it will meet at C only. At 4 dash, it should be horizontal. At 4 dash, it is horizontal. At 4, it should be vertical. Similarly, at 5 dash, it is horizontal. At 5, it is vertical. At 6 dash, horizontal, 6 vertical. So it meets at B only. 7 dash, horizontal. At 7, vertical. Similarly, at 8 vertical, 8 dash, horizontal. and 9 you have to draw vertical. 9 sorry, at 9 we have to draw vertical, 9 dash it is horizontal, it is going to meet at D only. At 10 it should be vertical, and at 10 dash it should be horizontal. At 11 it should be vertical, and 11 dash it should be horizontal. So if you join all these points, because wherever they intersect, this is 1, 2, next one is C, 4, 4 dash intersection, 5, 5 dash, it will be 6, 7, 8, at D, 9th position, 10th position, 12th position. If you join all these points as a smooth curve, we'll get the required ellipse. Just you observe. By joining all these points as a smooth curve, we'll get the required ellipse. So this is the way how we have to get the ellipse by using concentric circles method. In the next video, we'll learn how to construct ellipse as well as hyperbola by using arcs of circles method.